Hi guys, this is Dalia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Today it is Flosstube number 4, which was a great week. I stitch every day a week, so that's a plus. So Flosstube number 4, and it was a good week and a half haul. So let's start quickly. So on Sunday, after I did the video, I work on my advent calendar, which is Mr. Alligator. We're still working with him, and I will put a picture here of what it was before, and this is what we have now. Still working on that. It will come out today. Hopefully I finished that today, and I backstitch it, and then I'm moving to the number and the snowflakes today. So I'm planning to give it today an hour instead of 30 minutes, so we could get it moving. So he is almost done, even though I hate to work on it every single time he comes out, but he needs to get done. So that's all I work on. That's all I work on the advent calendar. And I did, where is he? Oh, I don't have it here. I did 30 minutes and I put 101 stitches. So then on Monday, did I start that on Monday? Let me see. No, it was already started. So I worked in my Love You Too, which is a finish. Which is this hands-on design free chart. I will put a picture of how it was before. And this is it. I finished it, but I had not fully finished. So I finished I Love You Too. And then the little stamp, it was done on perforated paper, which I don't have. So I just did it in the same fabric. So, and then it is backed with felt. So I would do it the same, but I didn't have perforated paper. I'm gonna have to buy some and have on stash in case something like that needed it. So yeah, so that is my finish. I will fully finish it. I'm supposed to sew today, but I'm not in the mood to sewing. So it will be finished for next week. Or maybe during the week I'll finish it. So that was my Love You Too. And I worked on it 3 days. I finished it on Wednesday. So on the 22nd, I put 30 minutes and I put 89 stitches. Then on Tuesday, I put 32 minutes and I did 91 stitches. And then on Wednesday, I only work on it so I could have it finished. So I did an hour, 126 minutes, and I put 303 stitches just to finish it because I needed it to be finished. So that is my Love You Too. Then I did a new star, and so on Monday, after I worked the 32 minutes and then Love You Too, I did a new star, which is my PhD by Stitch Rovia in Etsy. So I am doing it on 14 count fabric that I have from AliExpress. This is the fabric that came in the monthly houses, but I'm not doing it on that. So I have a whole bunch of these pieces that I'm gonna use for some patterns that I bought, because it's like war patterns like that. So yeah, so this is it. This is all I did, and I work my PhD. That's me. I work for 32 minutes, and I put 114 stitches, and I am at 1.8%, and I still have over 6,000 stitches to go. So that's PhD, which is I'm working on my PhD in cross stitch, project half done. That's me when you have over 100 and something whips. So I am working on my PhD, and I need to get I need to do this also to have it in my craft room, because I have a PhD scrapbooking too. Oops, backwards. The needle minder is made by me. Fabric 14 count from AliExpress. So that was my PhD. Can't wait to touch that again. Then after I did a PhD, I work on my friend's sampler. So this is my friend's hampers. It's from Etsy. It was gifted to me by my friend Christine, and we are stitching it together. We're doing a stitch along together. So all I did was frame that we are on the break, and I changed the green to paper, and then I'm supposed to start filling it. So let me take it out of my bag. I will put a picture here of what it was before, and this is what I did. So what I did is I just framed the where it says we are on a break, and I started filling it. I will work on this part on Monday, and hopefully I get a halfway fill. So, or maybe more. So that is my friend, and it's in a bag that I create myself to keep my 11 by 17 cube snap that I'm gonna keep with the projects in it, so it won't get dusty and all that stuff. So that was my friend. My friend sampler. So I worked for 64 minutes, and I put 197 stitches, and I am so far I had put 1,184 stitches on it. I am 3%, and I still have 3,800 plus stitches to put on that. But I enjoy stitching on that every week. I really do. And I stitch what I watch Friends, so it makes it more fun. So yeah, so then after that, I needed to touch my retreat piece, because we're on the end of end of January, and I need to have that done by April, for the first week of April. That's when I'm going on the retreat. So, which I gotta go, I'm gonna focus on it in February. So the retreat piece is this right here. I will put a picture here of what it was before. And I finished the word bridge. I am going to work on this tonight also, so it's going to be in the rotation tonight at least half an hour, because this needs to be done. I am doing it in a 14 count upper lesson Ada that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I am using Big Stitch Me Silk, which is all mess. It's called Mermaid soy. And I work on this piece for 28 minutes, and I put 119 stitches. So far, I have put 464 stitches. I am at 10%, and I still have 4,198 stitches to go. Love, love, love those colors. So pretty. The fabric is so pleasant. Needle minder name done by me, and it's in this handy dandy Ziploc bag. And that's what I work. So those are the 4 pieces that I work on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I work the Love You Too, and I put 30 minutes, and I put 91 stitches. Then I started a new project. So I belong to the Teresa Cougar. I always say I said Cougar, and her last name doesn't have an R in it. Teresa Coggins Patreon, and for the high level, which is level 4, she has a stitch along for exclusive for that level. It is a 2-year stitch along. I don't know if I'll be Patreon for 2 years. Who knows? So I started it because even if I drop Patreon, I'm not planning to, but you know, things happen. And if I drop it, she said after a year it will be available for the public. But hopefully, I mean, it's $20. Unless I lose my job, knock on wood, right? I don't have to drop it. So I started it. I was debating if I wanted to start it or not because of the commitment that is 2 years. And like I said, you never know what could happen, that I had to drop Patreon. So, but I decided to start it. So it is, it's called Hometown. It's humongous. It is humongous. It started on January 24 to December 2025. This was the first part. And the reason why she gave it 2 years is because it's big. You could see as a picture, it's humongous. And like that, you don't have to, because, you know, she understands that we had 20,000 projects going at once. So you don't stress about keeping up. You have 2 years. So I started it, and I am going to put it to work on it at least once a month or twice a month. I don't know. So I started it. I am doing it in a 14 count Aida that I have by the yard, because again, it is humongous. It is humongous. And that is my start, which is the tree. So all I did was the green part. I started putting the beige thing for the tree thing, and then I gotta move to the house. We started on January 15th, so I'm not that behind. I mean, and I stitch in multiple things, so I know I'm not gonna kill it to. And it's a 2-year thing, so I'll take my time. I will put it out at least once a month. It will be touched. So that is, and it's gonna be long. So that is my new stuff. I only work on this after I did my small. I only work on it for 2 hours. I work for 111 minutes, and I put 355 stitches. So I'm at 0.5%, and I have over 64,000 stitches to go. So This is a long commitment. So, but it was fun stitching it. So it will come out again in February, so I could finish, because in February the second part comes out. So I mean, today is the 28th. Maybe I could work on it next week. I mean, we still got 3 days left of January. So see if I could almost finish January. We'll see. So that's all I work on Tuesday after working the small. On Wednesday, all I work was on the Love You Too, because I wanted to finish it, because I gotta move the smalls, and I spent 3 hours. That's what it was. I spent 126 minutes, 2 hours. No, 3 hours, right? 3 hours. And I put 303 stitches, and I finished it. So it's out of the way, and then I started a new small, which I'll show you in a minute. On Thursday, I had designated to have work on my whip goal. I gotta finish January whip goals, which I had 2 whip goal boards. One is Fancy Ladies, and one is regular charts. So for my Fancy Ladies, I dropped Raven. I didn't drop it. I just can't find the pattern, and the fabric that I wasn't gonna start it for is not the one that I wanted. So you have a year, and it's a game. It's okay. I'll work through it during the year, and so I'm not stressing about Raven. So then I have on the Fancy Ladies Lacapati, which I started. It completed my goal, which I'll show you later. And then for the other one, it was the Haunted House by Tiny Modernist. And Stitching Time Ahead. So Thursday, I had it to designated to work on my Haunted House, because I needed to touch it one more time, and I wanted to finish my goal. So this is all I work on Thursday. I didn't work no small. I didn't start the new small, and I didn't work nothing else. I just work on that because I needed to finish my my goal. So this is the Tiny Bonus is not Haunted House. This was a stitch along back in 2018, but I started it on 2019 when the stitch along was over, and I was right here. And my goals for the whip goal is 2 days, but when the piece comes out, then I say, okay, I have 2 days to work on it, what I want to accomplish then I give another goal to work on those 2 days. So for this one, it was to finish this, because it was only this line right here when I touch it again. So it was to finish this whole thing and then do the 3 columns. And if I could start it. I didn't get to that part, but it's fine because I accomplished the main goal, which was to finish this and did the 3 columns. I am going to put a picture here of what it was before. And it's a big piece. So this is now. So I did accomplish that, and then I did the column. Don't mind this thing. That's me counting because it's summer. So it's like I do in increments of 10, and then I had put a mark so I won't lose myself. And that is with the friction pen. So when I'm done, I just heat emboss it, or when I iron it, heat emboss it. Like I'm in scrapbooking. I heat erase it with a hair dryer, or when I iron it, it goes away. So it's just so I can lose myself because. So I finished it. I love that it's moving along. It was fun stitching on it. I can't wait to play with it again. But the whip go is done. The 2 days and the finish this and the 3 columns. So now it will go in my rotation, and whenever I spin and it comes out, then I will work with it again. But I want to work on it. Yeah. The fabric is an 18 count Ada. The ones you buy, the big rolls that you buy at your store, your scrapbooking, your crafting stores. And then I hand dye it myself. So it's hand dyed by me. Beautiful color. Oh, can't wait. So yeah, so haunted house it is met. So now it will go away. So I work on it only on Thursday. And I work for 125 minutes. And I put 394 stitches. So far, I had put 854 stitches on it. I am at 2.4%, and I still have over 34,000 stitches to go through. So yeah, I'm happy that it's moving along because it was stuck on that for a couple of years because I didn't touch it. So yes, I am enjoying it, touching my whips, and I'm not stressing about nothing, whatever comes up or whatever I say, I want to work on this. Like I only work on one piece on Wednesday because I wanted to accomplish my goal. No stress, no nothing. So that's how it has to be. So my whip go is completed, and now it's going to go to my spinning wheel, and whenever it comes out, it comes out. Then on Friday, I did 3 new stars. Well, one was a wrist star. The first one was my monthly houses. So I needed to restart January because I realized that I could save fabric. Like I was doing it in this fabric that is 18 count by Vintage Gray by Hobby Lobby. Is this ones that I buy. So I cut it in half, but I realized that with that half, I could fold it in half and have 2 houses. So within one fabric, I could do 4 houses. So with this one, I had started it in the middle, and then I decided that I could restart it. So I'm gonna restart it, and it fits perfect. So this is that is the length of the top. That's the length of the top, so it fits perfect. So I could save fabric because I gotta do 12 of them. So now I think this is I think there's another one that I need to restart because I started it also in the middle. And if I could save fabric, I could save fabric. So out of one, I make 2. Out of half, I make 2. So out of one, I make 4 houses. So again, I forgot to put picture, but this is what it has before. And then I fold it and I started this way, so I don't have to frog that. That will be cut off when I'm done. So that's all I did. So I worked on it for for 37 minutes, and I did 106 stitches, and I'm at 1.8%, and I still need like over 5,000 stitches. So it will come out. It go back to my I'm in no rush to finish. I mean, I want to finish them because I bought the finished piece, so I need to start finished them. But this one already, January is gone, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oops, that's the back. And so February is going to be start now, so maybe I could work on that one and see. So, or maybe I could start March. I don't know. They could be finished. They are not big. They are 77 by 77. So they could be finished in a few days if you work on it constantly. So we'll see. We'll see what happened with February. So that was one of the pieces that I restart. And then I started my February bow series, which is, I already did, which I gotta buy the March one. I mean, for the other, this is for the one for this year, which is this one. This is a club by Pine Needle, Palm Mountain Designs. I don't know if you still could subscribe to it. You get everything, including the bow, to do it. So I started working on the bag. It is still in my stitch, in my hoop, because this is gotta work on this week, daily. So I did. Yeah, I started on the 26th. So I worked for 43 minutes and I put 98 stitches. Then I worked on it yesterday. So that was Friday. I put 43 minutes and I did 98 stitches. But then I worked on it yesterday again. And I worked it for 55 minutes and I put 187 stitches. There's two different colors there, but you can really tell. So, I mean, one color would have done it, but it is two different colors. You can really tell there's two colors there, but that's it. So that's what I work on. And then I gotta, hopefully I finish this part by Tuesday, and then I could start the pillow. Because all I have, I think the heart is completely done. And then I had to do another color in the heart, and then I got to do the background. I'm not doing the alphabet. Let me see. Yeah, the beaded bow has some alphabets at the bottom. I'm not doing the alphabet. All I'm doing is it's like a greenery on the side. That's the only thing I'm doing, and not the ABCs. And then I start with the pillow. So that was my beaded bow piece that I needed to start. And then I needed to work. That was on Friday. So I needed to start. I had designated Friday and Saturday for my Whipco. I think she was number 22, Lakapati, that I received my fabric. So I decided to start it. It needed to be started because it's part of the Whipco, and like I had to wait until the end of the month that I got the fabric. So I put 2 days in a row so I could complete my goal, and I did it. And my goal for Whipco again is always 2 days. For all my pieces, it's gonna be 2 days. But when the piece comes out, then I will say, okay, in 2 days, I want to accomplish this. And then I give another goal to accomplish in those 2 days. So the goal was to do 500 stitches each day. So this is Lakapati. She is beautiful. And those colors are popping in my fabric. They are beautiful. So I started it, and the fabric that I'm using is a Big Stitch Me fabric, 18 count, called Huntress. And this is it. Look at those colors in that fabric. This is a 2-day work. So on Friday I worked, and I'm in love with those colors. I mean, I'm not a green fabric, but this fabric, even though that it's green, it's a hunter green, and it's not it's that Christmassy green that I don't like. But those fabrics, those colors, I'm popping on that. So on Friday, I worked for 145 minutes, and I put 502 stitches on it. Ain't she beautiful? Oh my God. I couldn't put it down. It's like, I want to work on her again, but she gotta go away. It's like, unfortunately, she has to go away. So that was how I finished my Friday. I stitched until, I think, 2 o'clock in the morning. I started her late. I started her around 10 o'clock. So I said, until I don't finish the 500 stitches, I'm not stopping. And I finished, I did 502. Because I wanted to continue, but it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Even though it's a weekend, I still got to sleep. So I put it down, and then I picked it up again now that I'm working on it. I have it here. I'm just going to show you the start for Saturday. Then on Saturday, again, I picked up late. I pick up at 10 o'clock because I wanted to work on all the stuff. And it was a Saturday, so it's fine. So I finished at 2 o'clock in the morning again. I started at 10:24, finished at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I did 208 minutes. And I put 569 stitches because I was like, a few more. But I had to stop because, again, I had to go to sleep. So ain't she, oh my God, I can't wait to work on her more. But the whip coat is done. The goal is met for January. So now she's going rotation, and whenever she comes out, she comes out. But it was so much fun to stitch in it, and I keep seeing those colors, and I was like, I want to add another color to see. Right now there's 2 different yellows in it. So we got this yellow, and then we got this yellow. So, and those colors, oh my God, I just admire. It was still looking, I was still in my Lori stand, and I just stand back and I was admiring the colors because they are beautiful. I mean, I'm in love with Bellas. I mean, I love my Miras, but these Bellas, oh my God. So yeah, sadly, she has to go away, and whenever she comes out, she comes out. Sad, right? I need to be a monogamous stitches, but I can't. So that was Friday and Saturday work in like a puppy. And she was the last piece that I worked on Saturday because, like I said, I know that I was going to spend over 2 hours on her, so I stitched in other stuff. So then on Saturday, I start a new piece, which is another stitch along. It's from a magazine, War Cross Stitch magazine, which I get it from the app Redly, and it's this by Durain Jones. It's already 3 parts out. I just started it, so I just started here. I was debating if I wanted it. I mean, I love it, but this is so much back stitch. She's very heavy in back stitch. All her pieces are back stitch heavy, but it is so cute. It's perfect for the craft room, for the stitching room. It's Stitcher's Paradise. Everything we love about stitching. So I bit the bullet and said, you know what, I'm gonna do it, even though there is so much back stitch. Let me see. I don't have a piece here. I could show it. So you see, it is so back stitch heavy. Everything is back stitch. So I decided to go for it. It is already 3 pieces. I do have the 3 pieces. This is part 1 that I just started. Part 2, part 3 that just came out this week. And I am doing it in a 18 count Ada in white that I got from Michael's. And this is what I did. So I started here and I did, this is gonna be very slow. It's gonna go, I'm not gonna like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe it comes out once or twice a month. But I'm not in a rush. I will collect every single one of the things from the magazine and work on it. So I worked for 58 minutes and I put 126 stitches. This part right here is a button. It's already done. I just have not do the, you can see it right here. That's the button. I just have not done the what do you call it? The back stitch, because I still got to do some of this. I just did the borders. I still got to add the flowers. And then I'm going to back stitch as I go. But once I finish a section. So like I did the button, but I still need to do these flowers and these flowers. So then I could back stitch this corner right here. And when I do this thing, I could back stitch. I'm going to back stitch as I go because this is back stitch galore. And I don't like back stitching too much. I found it difficult. And my back stitch doesn't come out pretty. So, yeah. So that was a new start. It's going my rotation. It comes out when it comes out. I am going to try the stitch alongs. I am going to try to accommodate them at least once a week for 30 minutes. And to keep up, try to keep up. What the heck is that in my iPad? To try to keep up. To try to keep up in it. And then, let me drink some water. And then, I work on my bitty bow February. And that's where I completed the heart. I did 37 minutes and I worked 187 stitches. Then I picked my year dragon, which this needs to be done before February 20 something. Is it February? Yeah, February 20 something. It's my Chinese New Year. I started doing this on 2022. I never finished the 2022 one, so I did 2023. And I'm doing 2024, and I purchased already a few of them. I have up to 2030, missing 27 and 28. So, Dear the Dragon, this needs to be done by February. So this is going to be a priority now in the beginning of February to get it done. It's not big. So, I will put a picture here of what it was before. And this is what I have done. So I am missing just one ear from the dragon, and then I gotta move to the body, and then fill out the black and all that stuff. But yeah, it needs to be done by February. So for the new year, it is done in a 14 count Ada. The other half that I'm using for the other one. So this is the other half of it. And I'm using Victoria Moto, Heirloom Poppy, and Chronic Glory. And then I'm using 2 DMC that is called for. I think those are for the lantern, and those 2 colors are for the lantern, for the lanterns. So yeah, and this needs to be done. Needs to be done. So that was my year dragon. And after the year dragon, I work on my Lakapati for 3 hours. And that is all the stitching. I mean, it was a great stitching week, I think. I stitch every day, so it was a great stitching. Even though there are a few days I only work on one piece, but it's fine. I still work, right? And that's the thing. And Saturday, I broke my record. I did 1,001 stitching in one day. So, so to give you the stats, I work on 16 projects this week. I work on 16 projects. I did a total of 3,470 stitches. I worked 16 hours and 86 minutes. So that is 17. I'm bad at that. That's the number that the Notion gave me. So actually, so then it will be 17 and a half hours, something like that. Almost 18 hours, let's put it that way. I had one finish and I had 6 new start. So I think that was awesome. That week was good. So let's see how next week go. So yeah, so that is all the stitching that I did this week. Hold on, please. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, that was all the stat for last week, which was a great, amazing week in my book. So hopefully this week will be as good or better. So plans. I haven't planned much. I had to sit down and do my February planning of the pieces that I want to focus on February. And I was watching some YouTubers, and they have a goal to 24 and 24, finish 24 and 24 also as myself. I didn't have a way of how I was going to work it, but the way, and sorry, I can't remember. I watched so many YouTubes doing at work that I just listen to them most of the time because I'm not really watching them. I'm just listening to them, and I'll go through, 8 hours. I go through so many whip arrays and Flosstube, so I apologize that I can't remember everybody. I can't remember names. I can't remember what I have for breakfast, so never names, but this person, she is doing 24 finish and 24. What I did with mine, and I just put it in a basket and try to touch them whenever. And in January, I only touched one. It didn't really work. So at that pace, I'm not going to finish them. So the way she's going to do it is she's going to focus in 2 pieces a month. So that's what so every quarter, she's doing it quarterly, but it's the same thing. It's like you pick 2 pieces and just focus on it on that month. Like February, I'm going to take 2 pieces in February and focus on it that I will work on it every day. So so every time I do half an hour, it cuts for the main piece that I want to work on. But if I want to accomplish those 24 finish, I'm going to have to. And it's okay. Again, this is not a race. This is a hobby, whatever. But I do want to have the 24 finish. So that's how I'm going to do it too. I haven't pre-planned. Like I showed you last week, I had 3 planners. The one that I write what I actually work, I have a monthly one where I pre-plan what I would like to work on that month. And then I have a weekly one that I take it from that monthly and put it in that weekly. And then I put it there that I would like to work on it. But, sometimes, like this week, I had pre-planned that it was all whip go. And I did accomplish that. But, as new things comes in or other caught my attention, things change. It's not written in stone, but it's just to give me a something to work with or to work towards too. So that's how I'm going to do it. So February, I haven't, well, I know which one, I already know which ones I want to work on February, which is my not how many. Is that not how many you finish, is how many you start saying. And then my, some little one freebie that I had, I remember the name, is Queen something. So I'm gonna work on, I show them next week because I am gonna start working on them this week and when February hits. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna work. I haven't done my February, which I will do it maybe later tonight. Today is a very gloomy kind of day here. It's raining. I have a new start that I'm gonna start because it's raining, and I don't know. I might take the day off, maybe not, and because I gotta do some planning, some stuff. But I would definitely would stitch. At least an hour or two tonight. I would stitch. So that's what I have, and then the whip code numbers came out. So for my regular, so my whip January goals were met for both of them. Well, I still gotta stitch tonight to meet that goal, stitching time. So I need to stitch tonight. I have until the 31st to finish it. So I still got one more to accomplish, which is stitching time. Touch it one more time. That's ahead. I don't have no goal to it. Just stitch it for an hour and a half, and put as many stitches as I can, and it's done. I mean, that's ahead. So that's that. So then for February, numbers came out, which was number 3 and number 24. For my regular board, the number 3 was this kit. It's an AliExpress kit. It's not copyrighted, and it's one that I love, and I'm happy to work on it, which is my what is it called? It's called Butterfly. I call it the Butterfly Girl. It's a printed kit, and I love her so much. I haven't done much on her. All I have done is her face. She's big. So all I have done is her face. So I am gonna aim to finish this part right here, her head, in those 2 days. So this is a lot of confetti right here. You see? Let me see. Not really. It's color black. So I am gonna try. I already finished her neck and finish this part right here, and then start working. I had done a little bit of her hair, just this part right here. So finish her hair, and then work, try to work some of this. So that is my goal for 2 days, and work on that piece on this one. So that was one, and I'm happy this one came out because I love this piece so much, and I want to work on it. And the other one that came out is a Christmas one that I touched it recently, but it came out, so I had to work on it. It's another AliExpress kit. Good that they're coming out so I could work on them, and hopefully by next year they are done and we could finish this. So it's the Snow Street. I do finish this. It's not perfect, but it is finished. So my 2 days is gonna be, see, it's not big. So I finished this. So my goal is gonna be to finish this, back stitch it, and then move to the closest house, which is this one. To move to this house and get it started. But I gotta back stitch and put the beads in it, and then so finish this, back stitch it, put the beads, and then move out and do at least that's a bird. Do that bird and the top of the house in 2 days. So we'll see what I accomplished on that. And like I have 4 whip projects, so I had to they had to be touched once a week. So 1 week I touched one week I touched the other one week I touched the other one, and 1 week I touched the other one. So that is the second one that came out, which I'm happy to work on it. Then for my fancy ladies, which I don't know why this isn't my fancy lady, maybe because I considered it a fancy. It's Victorian, so I considered it a fancy house. So it is that I started it recently. So it's this Victorian pink house. Like I said, I started it last week. So what the heck is this? So this is what I have done. So it is right here. So my goal is to finish framing the windows. And if I could fill them. So it will be framing this right here. And if I could fill them, I could fill them. So that is the 2 days goals that I have for that. Now that alley, so I could get them done. And the last one that it came out for Whipco is a new start. It's from the Fancy Ladies. It is a Nora cover thing. I'm happy that it came out to start it. Aju has her GMCs. There's a Gallery Whisper that I don't have, and the Krennic that I don't have, but it's okay. I will I will stitch what I can. I got the beads, and I gotta order the Krennic and all that. So I'm happy. And the fabric that I'm using, it is a printed fabric that has the honeycomb, and it is a fat quarter, but I don't need all that. She fits in just half of it. So I'm gonna do it just in half of it, and the other half I'm gonna save it for the other queen bee that I haven't purchased yet, but I will, and stitch it in that one. So I'm happy that this one came out. I've been wanting to, and I had the fabric to create a project bag for it. So I'm going to work on that so she could be put in the honeybee in a big fabric. And yeah, so that is my 4 whip goals that came out. So again, they're going to be worked once a week. Each piece is going to be worked once a week. So is it? No, hold on. They need to be worked twice a week, because there's 4 pieces and it's 2 days. So each one of them has to be worked twice a week. See, I gotta sit down and do my monthly planner. So yeah, so it has to be worked twice a week. Okay, so now that's all the planning. There is not much because I haven't sit down and planned for the month yet. For January, I gotta finish my stitching time, which I will finish that today. And the goal is finished. It's just 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Do as many stitches as you can. And that's a very confetti heavy piece, so we'll see. So for haul, I do have a lot of finishes, I have one of the clubs, and I have a lot of patterns that I purchased digitally and physical. We're gonna start with this part, with this right here. So I say that I bought a whole bunch of these wooden pieces to finish. So I received them. This is a tier tray. It is raw. You gotta paint them the color you want. So here, there's a specific pattern that fits there. There are some tier trays. They are not the Madame Chantilly one. So I am gonna order them, all of them, so I could put them here. And then you have the things that you could put little figurines or something reminding to that season. And of course it's gonna be pink. If it says spray paint, I don't like spray painting because they never come out right. I am gonna do it regular paint, acrylic paint, and it's gonna be pink and white. So yep, love that. This is the other one that I ordered. I do have the pattern right here for this one, which I gotta start it. This is the full scale thing, and it's the monthly weigh-in for it's this right here. I want this for my kitchen, and this for these patterns right here. So I already have February, which I got it started. This is sold by the persons that sell this, and you gotta finish them. But I just gonna put anything that I get in Dollar Tree, Valentine thing, or I create something in paper and put it there. So those are for this, for the weigh-in. So I gotta paint it, and then I gotta start stitching that. This one could be paint with acrylic paint or spray paint. So this one cannot be, you see, I don't do spray paint because they come out, I don't know, they don't come out right. It runs or I don't know how to use it. So I am going to do it with acrylic paint, even though it doesn't say they are acrylic paint. This one says acrylic and spray paint. I'm going to go with acrylic paint. It's wood. Well, it's not wood. It will take the paint. I'm sure I could buy the shark paint. And then this is the one, the house. You see, this is the Victoria house, where I'm gonna put my monthlies. It's like that. So my monthlies will fit here. My monthly houses. And there's another houses that I saw with a girl, because I know they are the Calendar Girls by Nito. I don't know who that. But there's also an Etsy. They have the Calendar Girls. It has the girl and it has a house and the month. So I might thinking of doing those two after I finish this ones. And this is where the house is gonna go. I got a lot of painting to do. And then I had this longwood one. How pretty. And I think the patterns that I bought, the crickets, I'm gonna make sure they fit here. A lot of painting. And then this is humongous. I didn't know this was so big. Then we have the rolling pin. It fits it has the Stitching with the Housewife has a pattern that goes here. That's what I bought it because it's a gingerbread pattern, and I want it for my gingerbread decoration. And this, but it's humongous. Sorry for the dogs. It's the neighbor's dog and my dog. So that is that one. And then the other one that I got, oh my God, it's so big. It's humongous. It's the farm. It's the farm. And the Stitching with the Housewife has a series for this piece, which I will get that series also for this piece. Love it. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to start painting all this stuff. It says acrylic, so it tells you the instructions on how to paint them if you want to follow these directions. Like here it tells you the colors: steel gray, charcoal, and she used Americana paint, which is cheap in Hobby Lobby. It's like $1 a bottle. So, but I'm not gonna do it black and white. So, but yeah, those are my wood pieces. Oh my God, they're humongous. I didn't know they were that big. This is, and it tells you how to glue it, and it gives you all the instructions. So, I'm very happy with this. There's a few more that I'm gonna get, that I want to get. So yeah, but I can't wait for this one. So, that is all my wooden pieces. So let's start. I got this fabric, Hobby Lobby, so I could do a bigger bag, so I could keep my Snow Queen in it because she's still in a hoop and a skew snap, and I need to make a bigger bag that she could fit in it. But then that big one that I do is it's too big for it. So I just bought a snowflake fabric. It is glittery, so I could create a big bag to keep so she won't get dirty. I received my gray snow fabric, and to be honest, I'm not impressed, and I did cancel it because I'm paying $67 a month for these fabrics, and I wasn't impressed. So I keep in my Beach Stitch Me because I love Beach Stitch Me. So this is the first one that I received. I mean, this is something that I could do myself. So why pay so much money for fabric and I wasn't impressed with it? Maybe it's because it's not opalescent. But I already found out where I could get opalescent by the yard. So I am going to get me a few yards and start doing my own fabrics for myself. Maybe I put some in Etsy. I'm planning to open an Etsy, and I'm going to be selling cross stitch patterns. And I am going to put some of my fabric there. But nothing that, whatever is there is what is there. So yeah, that was one. Not impressed. And then this was another one. The other one, this is the neutral one. I get a neutral, and I was getting a neutral, and I was getting but I'm wasting too much money in fabrics and stuff when I could do them myself, because I love all the fabrics that I have hand dyed myself. So I keep in Beach Stitch Me for now, but I canceled this one. Not worth for me $70. And then I got the water lilies. Again, I canceled it because I could buy them. I could buy them wholesale now, so I will have them in my Etsy, but then I will buy a set for myself too. This one is pretty. I don't think none of these are needed for whatever I need to for my things. Yeah, so I mean, I spent so much money on cross stitch, so I might as well sell it, right? So I could get it for discounted price for myself. So that's coming in a month or two. I am working. I already got my task ID, and you know, now I gotta get some inventory. It's not gonna be like, oh, it's gonna start very small with a few things here and there because I don't have the money to invest $2,000, $3,000 and stuff. So it's like every month I will have a few things in it, and it's okay. I'm just doing it mainly so I could get things cheap for myself. But yeah, so I will have a few things in there. So I will do like I say, I had to do monthly orders. I don't have money to invest right away. So it's like I buy a couple of patterns and put them in Etsy, and then when they sell, I buy a few more like that. It could grow slowly, but it's gonna start very, very small at the beginning, but it's a start, right? Okay, so let's start with this stash that I bought in Etsy. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 patterns in Etsy from one seller. And it is for, it's mainly the Cricut collection. There's 2 that are not Cricut. So let me, what's the other one? Oh, I'm missing one. Hold on, because I throw the envelope in the garbage. And I'm missing a pattern. There you go, right here. See? If I don't look at it, I would have thrown it in the garbage. So the first one that I bought is this Jardin Privé. It's Halloween. Love, 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 love. This maybe could fit here too. If I make it fit. I gotta take them. I don't know the measurements for this, so I had to look into the thing and measure and make sure that I could put it, that it could fit there. So I bought the Halloween, and then I bought this one for the office. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I have a few stitching things that I'm gonna do for my office, so I gotta put those to work because I would like to have them in my office. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I gotta order that button from the button from Amy Broken Design. So I gotta order that so I could put it there because you need that in your martini. So that's 5 o'clock, and then I bought not the whole, some of it of the winter Cricut, the Cricut collection. But she's gonna, I'm gonna finish buying the whole collection through her. So as she finishes, she's gonna be, selling them to me. So I have winter. I have spring. I guess they started doing it on pamphlet before now, because before they were on the big thing. So that's spring. That's autumn. So this is how they used to do it before, the booklet. So now they do it in this. So this is autumn. I got Christmas. Those are the ones that I really want for here. So I gotta make them fit there. Then I have summer. I've been wanting to do this collection for a long time. Now I'm happy that I have them. I had November. Don't know how to read. Then I had December. Then I had January. Then I have February, which is going to be starting February. It's not going to be done in February, but I'm going to start them every month. I don't know if I have fabric for this, so I could start this one before December, January finish. I gotta see if I have fabric for it. Or, so I could do them all in the same thing. I could dye one of that beige fabric brown and, you know, and have them all in the same fabric. And then I have March. So the months that I'm missing, she already told me that she's almost finished in April. So once she finished, I will buy it from her. And she sold them for $5. So I have the whole, not the whole, part of it. So I have all the seasons though. I have spring, summer. So yeah, so I have all the seasons of Christmas. Well, that's not a season, that's a holiday. I have the holidays, Christmas. Then I have summer, autumn, spring, and winter. Which I need to start this one now in winter, but I gotta sit down and see if I have fabric. For winter, I have blue fabric, so I could do it in the blue fabric. But I don't know how I want to do the other ones. And then I have a few months. I have November, December, January, February, and March. And the rest I will have as soon as she finished them. And then I have the Halloween and that. So I am happy with this. And then I received, my LNS called me that they have the January castle. The February is coming already. I already saw it. It's very pretty. I still have not touched the first one. I am going to have this start sometime in February. I don't know. I gotta verify fabric. I gotta order. I'm gonna make an order where I bought the fabric. They now have white. The only thing, they only sell 14 count. But I am gonna buy sometime this month. I am gonna buy maybe 10 yards of white 14 count, so I could dye fabric. And I'm gonna put some of my fabric in Etsy. But it's like whatever is there, and my fabric is a one-time thing. I could never replicate the same thing. Because I saw so many in the Reed website, they give you recipes, and I see so many nice colors. So that place sell them by the Botlab cheaper than Wilshed. Because I'm gonna get some fabric to Wilshed. But the 14 count and this fabric and this website is cheaper than Wilshed, and is wider. Wilshed sell it by 43 inches wide, when the Birdlash sell it by 16 inches wide, which you get more. So I'm gonna buy like 10 yards, and then I'm gonna start making my own fabric for myself, because I'm spending way too much money on this thing every month. I mean, a lot. And I need to buy, I want to get a new car, good one, like the one I had. And so I had to cut down. And again, I love, when I dye my fabric, I love the way it came out. So, but for now, I'm keeping Be Stitch Me fabric only. This one, I constantly didn't like it. I still got an order from her for 5 fabrics, already paid for. So yeah, and those water lilies, I'm gonna get them myself. And for now, I'm keeping Be Stitch Me fabric and color and cotton. I did cancel the Fat Quarter Shop Weeks That Work and color, the other one, because I could get them whole price, wholesale. And yeah, so I'm working the kinks of it, you know, because I gotta pay Ohio's taxes and all that stuff. So that's one thing. I've been wanting to open a Etsy shop for a long time, but I'm scared of the IRS part, the taxes part. I don't play with the IRS, and that's what scares me. But Etsy takes care of that. I contacted Etsy. I contacted the IRS, and because I live in Ohio, they do that, and I don't need another just a tax ID, because there's so many things you need to open a store. So yeah, I'm working on it, praying to God that I could start it now in February, most likely March, so I could do a couple of small orders, so I could have something to start. So then I did a 1, 2, 3 order. I order and these are the patterns that I'm gonna have these patterns in my Etsy starting in February. Is the Rosie and Me cross stitch fills my days. So this is gonna be in my Etsy soon. Cross stitch fills my days, not to mention the living room, bedroom, and closets. And then it brings you the needle that you have to put there, and then you gotta leave that last strand of floss to pass it through there. Ain't that cute? So yeah, so I'm gonna be carrying Rosie and Me. This is another one that I love. My problem isn't that I buy too much cross stitch. I just shop faster than I can stitch. Love that. And I'm going to do a fabric just like that. So I'm not going to start it yet because I'm going to buy some white. I'm going to see if I get a white upper lesson from those small ones and dye like that, purple and pink, and stitch it like that. It's going to be start, but not that fast. Cross stitch to-do list by Pickle Barrel Design. Cross stitch to do by fabric, by thread, buy more fabric, buy more new charts, talk about fabric, start stitching. Ain't that cute? And I do have a Dollar Tree, which this look like it's a Dollar Tree, one of those tags they put for Christmas or Valentine. And I do have a few, so I am just going to cover it and finish it. And I do have some of these eyelet trims in my stash. I am going to finish it just like that and buy one of those Dollar Tree easel and put it in my stitching room. This one, I am going to dye some of that beige fabric. So I don't have enough time for other things that I need to do. My favorite, Lucy Bean. I'm going to see if I could get her in my store. Immortal. Buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. Yeah, I think I am. Again, that is finished in another tag, but most likely this one I will frame it and put it right there. Yeah, so that's that. And then this is another one by her, which I have another one that is a long one. It says, I cut you. I like all these punny, sassy sayings. So this one says, I don't know who used my fabric scissors, but I will find you. Love that. Cute. And then from my big toes, this is another one that I could carry. Is stitch all day. It says, I wish I might stitch all day and stitch all night. And you wonder, well, if you could get them, why you bought them in 1, 2, 3? Because that was after I purchased after I made this order. I thought about it, and did the course that I needed to do to get that feel that I have of the IRS. And that's why I don't start a business, because I'm scared of the IRS part, that I won't do it right. And but after I made the call to the IRS and to Etsy, I'm not Etsy. I didn't call Etsy. I called the IRS and I called the Ohio state taxes. and they told me if it's only Etsy, you don't have to worry. Etsy do it automatically and pay us. And but if you're gonna sell outside Etsy, then you need this. And I said, no. I want the easiest thing, Etsy. So it's all good to go. Now is the process. So yeah, so my big toe, I love this. I love the saying. I wish I might stitch all day and stitch all night. I wish I could, but I had to work. And then this is another one. Again, I love all these sayings. This is time to stitch call. It says, grant me the ability to stitch the stash I have, to have the stash I want, and the time to stitch it all. Love that. I don't know. I think I want to do some pink fabrics for these ones. So, and then the other one is one stitch at a time. It's take each day one stitch at a time. There's a few more that I want, but I will bring those. I'll get those when I buy to put in my Etsy. So, you know, I'll buy 3 listed 2 and keep one, right? Stitch it all. And then I bought the Rain Queen. Again, I will be able to carry Noro covers and Meraviglia, so I'll happy with that. And this is the Rain Queen. This is the one that I'm going to start tonight because it is a raining day in Ohio. And the fabric that I'm going to use for that one, this is a Noro cover, so they are small. So the fabric that I'm going to use for that is this vintage taupe. And for her, I bought the Kranich for her, and I bought the Cotton Lily. This is the Cotton Lily for her, which I don't know where. Maybe there's a very little use that you have for this because I don't see no brown unless it's only this part right here. So, but I bought the Cotton Lily for that one, and I bought the Kranich. I didn't buy the beads because I have beads in my stash. So I bought the Kranich, the 210. Oh, I bought the wrong one. Oh, no, right here. So I bought the 2 Kranich for it. And this is something also that I'm going to be able to carry in my, I'll be able to carry Kranich. I'm going to be able to carry water lilies, Weeks Like Works, Meravillas, Not a Cover, my big toe. This are a lot of patterns that I'm going to be able to carry. But again, it's going to be very little limited stash limited inventory until I see how it goes. You know, I buy whatever I can that month, put it on Etsy. When it sells, I invest that money back for more thing until, you know, and I got to find out where I'm going to keep all that stuff. So yeah, so that is so she is ready to start. I do have the beads, and she's gonna be start today because she is a rainy day in Ohio. So that is that. I'll put it there. And then the other water lilies that I bought was for my Snow Queen, and I bought the Kranich for my Snow Queen, and I bought not the beads, I bought the specialty beads that it requires. Which have this like teardrop thingies. So those are the ones that can see it. Those are the ones that the Snow Queen requires because I got the other beads. So she is kit because I'm using my DMC from Stash. So that was for my Snow Queen. Oh, and the Whisper Gallery. So that's for my Snow Queen. So that was my 1, 2, 3 order. And then from digital, everybody is doing this pattern. So I jump in the wagon. Everybody's doing the United States flag. I chose another flag, and I chose my Puerto Rican flag. I might get the United States, but these things are humongous. So for now, I'm doing the Puerto Rican flag. It's a Quaker tiles. Everybody and the mother is doing this, the United States. But I went to see they had, said, let me go see if they had. And first thing that I saw was this one, and I grabbed it. I might get the United States one later, I don't know, but this one is very dear to me, and I'm gonna do this one. It's humongous. I don't have no fabric at all for this, and because if I do it in 14 count, it's humongous, and then if I do it in 28 count, I don't know. So we'll see. It's not gonna be start today or tomorrow. I gotta, and I don't want it in white fabric. You recommend white fabric? It recommend white, cream, or antique white. But with all that white, I'm not going to stitch on white. I'm not. Even though that the white, it is inside color. But no, I don't want it in white. I want a nice fabric for it. So I got to be in the hunt, buy fabric so I could dye it in that. Heaven on Earth, how to sell. And Dalia doesn't need no more Heaven on Earth, but she needs to restart 4-gun. So I bought 4-gun full side, and it's gonna be big because I'm gonna do it in 14 count fabric that I have there, but it's okay because I want her big. So I bought the full version. So I am gonna start. I'm gonna cut the fabric and grit the fabric so I could start her. I'm gonna use what I have already for her. I know I will need more floss if I do it in 14 count, but right now I have enough to get a start and buy as I need. So because I had all the colors for her, but it was for 25 count or 28 count that I bought. But it's okay because I'm using DMC for her. So if I run out of color, I could run. And really, I don't care about the color thing. If it's different, it's different. But I'm happy that I have her big. I did wanted her to start big long time ago, but then because I have worked a lot on her, but seeing her how pixelated she was as a mini, it gives me the push that I needed to restart her as a full. So I restart her. I'm going to restart her. She's not restart. I might grit the fabric today. Then I couldn't buy just one because everything, it was 50% off. So I bought her. I bought Elizabeth Queen of England just because of her dress. Not because she is Queen Elizabeth. I just love that dress and I need to stitch that dress. I bought her just for the dress. Oh my God, she is beautiful. So again, she is humongous and she's going to be bigger because I'm doing it her on 14 count too. Oh, or maybe 18 count on her. I don't know. I got to do the math. And then I got this one and I didn't realize it and I bought the mask color. So it has 236 colors. I do have this one as a quick stitch. But after seeing that a mini lost so much of the project and it was so pixelated, imagine how a quick stitch would be. I won't waste my time doing that. So I bought I meant to buy the regular one, but I bought the mask color. So I don't think I have anything for this, for the other one. I think I never kitted it yet. So I gotta do the math on this one. This is humongous, 450 by 630, and it has 236 colors, which I'm gonna do. This one I'm not in a rush because I am gonna order all the colors and I want to do it in 25 count. So I had to order the Easy Grip fabric, and then I'm going to order the 236 color from CSC, from AliExpress. So it will be, I mean, if I buy the full set, it's $40. If I buy 200, it will be like $12, $13, $15 top, which will be a lot cheaper than buying DMC. And so this one, I need to order the stuff. And then I couldn't still stop at 3, so I bought a 4th, and all I bought was the medallion. This is an ornament, stitching time. It is 10 by 10 if you do it in 25 count. I am gonna do it in 18 count. It's just cute. I mean, it's cute. So it's just that, which is the same thing I have in the Stitching Time big one. But I thought this was cute. So I do have a couple of rooms also from the Stitching Time that I purchased separate. So that is my what I bought for digital. Then I received my cross stitch, just cross stitch. I love that bunny. But it is so much back stitching. Oh my God. There's a few patterns here that I would like to do. This is all the projects in there. That's Easter. I like this one. This is cute. This is cute. Look at the bunny here, but it's so much back stitch. I like this one, Hello Spring. I like these bunnies, these frogs. I might do these frogs to give it a gift for my mother. She loves frogs. She collects frogs figurines. So I might do her. I might do that. Try to do it for Mother's Day. I gotta start it now. And then for the last things is the free of the weeks. So from the cross stitch, just cross stitch magazine. No, from the water cross stitch. This is the third part of the stitch along from Stitcher Paradise, which I gotta add to that bag. I also found this one, and I want to do this. Not the ABC 1, 2, 3. Just start from here down. It says, my thread is cut, my work is done. My thread is cut, my work is done. Like that. So I'm going to do that sometime. Then I saw this one in the new Work Cross Stitch magazines. And it's like office saying. So do not disturb, office with office, time for a brew, like a break. So a coffee break. And then the last one is hooray, done for the day. So I thought those were cute. So I could put little, I have a lot of walls in my office and they bare. So I am planning to do some office works like that. So I had these ones. I had the 5 o'clock. I have Don't Ask Me, I Just Work Here. And then I have Born to Shop, Forced to Work, that I need to do so I could get them in my office. And then I found the designer, the free designer of the week. It is Crochet à Gogo. She is a French designer. If you go to Crochet à Gogo black spot, and if you put crochet or go-go free patterns, it comes out. So this is the one that I got for love, for Valentine. They are for 2021, but they free to me. I mean, they new to me, so I got that one. I got this one. The other ones, I don't have the cover sheet, but I'm going to show it back so you could see them. And they free. You just go to the website and get them. This one for 2022. I didn't see one for 2023 or 2024. I got an alphabet because you always need an alphabet in your stash. I have a couple of different alphabets, but this one is small, so it's always to have an alphabet. Then I got these seasonal houses. I love houses, so I got them. So I got winter. I have Christmas. I have autumn. I have summer. I have spring. Then they have these little butterflies that I thought to do little pillows with it. So I got that one. Got that one. Got that one. This one look like it's you could do a with this one, you could do a biscorno with it because it's square. So I might try that with that one. Then they have this, it's a big one. So I was thinking like a long pillow. Hello Summer. No, it says summer. So I thought that was cute. They got this Halloween, Happy Halloween. This is another Halloween. Yes, can I help you? This is another Halloween. And this is another Halloween. They didn't have the cover page. And this is another Halloween. So this week freebies were brought to you by Crochet A Go-Go. So go to Crochet A Go-Go, and there are plenty more. There are more, but these are the ones that interest me and that I could see myself stitching. So those are the ones that I printed. And last but not least, I got another EPP quilting pattern that I bought on Etsy, and it was only $2.50, and it's a Sue Daly, which is a big person in APP. She's right there with Tula Pink. It's a butterfly quilt. And it brought the templates and the pieces. So all I gotta get is the fabric, and I love it. And for $2.50, I didn't know they was gonna bring the template. The template only cost like $10. So yeah, so it's called Butterfly Love, and it's a quilt, and it's something that I am gonna add to my quilting stash, and I will work on it sometime. So I think that's all I have. Oh my God, an hour and 30 minutes. So that's all I have this week for y'all. Think it's enough. So yeah, so today is already what? It's already 5:40. I gotta go cook something to eat and stitch a little bit tonight, and see you guys next week. So thank you for watching, and until next time. Bye now.